YouTube, what's going on? Flag 1122 back again. Enjoying a afternoon smoke blend as I've never tried before. It's my first time. I am no longer a Sam Gawith Chocolate Flake virgin. Just popped it open last night. I wanted to smoke something slightly aromatic, you know, but I still wanted a flake tobacco. I'm a flaky sort of dude. I'm pretty impressed with this. I didn't have a lot of expectations. I haven't been, you know, blown away by their aromatic tobaccos, Sam Gawith. It's not that they're terrible. I'm just not much of an aromatic smoker anymore. Occasionally I like to go back to it, but you know what, this is pretty good. It says chocolate. Upon opening the tin, I don't smell any chocolate at all. The only thing I smell is Virginia and you know, a lot of Kia. So I don't know. Once you get to smoking it though, there is kind of like a really mild cocoa essence, I guess. But there's also burley in this. I think a lot of that chocolatey cocoa essence comes from the burley tobaccos naturally. But man, pretty tasty stuff. It's very wet out of the tin, very goopy. All the Sam Gawith blends are very moist. I dried this stuff out a good hour before I put it in my pipe, and it's still hard to keep lit. Pretty good though. I've noticed there's a lot of kind of nuanced flavor in this. The further you go down the bowl, it changes up, you know. Kind of first like quarter of the bowl, kind of the Virginia's kind of shine through, the sweetness in the burley kicks in. A lot of Kia, it's not a big component in this. It's just kind of a little additive. I like that. I definitely would say it's like one of the lightest, like cased topping tobaccos as far as flake goes. If you're looking for kind of like a nice, mild, very mild aromatic, not mild in strength, I would say this is medium strength, but mild in like an aromatic flavoring, and there's no tongue bite at all with this flake. So man, good job, Samuel Gawith. I like it. Much better than Celtic Talisman for me. I had some really bad experiences with Celtic Talisman. Drinking some coffee out of my owl mug. Woo! Love it. Funny. I smoke so many flake tobaccos. Just like the presentation of the flake, you know. There's just something about it that makes me joyful in my heart. I guess I started smoking flake tobaccos, pretty regularly about 3 years ago. Really got into it. Started watching Dubbin the Dams, you know, older videos, and before that I was smoking a lot of ribbon tobacco, and discovered the flakes and just kind of fell in love. I like that there's so many different ways to prepare it. You know, there's the fold and stuff method, and then the air pocket method. You can rub it out completely. I rub out a lot of my flakes. I don't know, maybe I just never perfected like some of the other methods, but almost all the flakes that I have experience with the exception of like Orlik Golden Slice. Orlik Golden Slice is so dry, you don't need to rub it out. You can just fold it, like throw it in your pipe, and it just stays lit. This is one of the best flakes for your money. But every other flake is just usually really moist out of the tin. You gotta let it dry out. I found kind of a strange thing that I do with my flakes, and I've mentioned this to some people on YouTube. I think other people have done it too. Is I like to throw my flake. This may sound completely ridiculous, but I like to throw my flake into the microwave for 8 seconds. It's like riding a bull. You throw it in the microwave for 8 seconds. For some reason, it just dries it out with the perfect level for me. And, you know, if I don't have time and I want to smoke that flake right away, man, I just pop it in the micro and nuke it for 8 seconds. It doesn't seem to hurt the flavor, and then you pull it out, moisture is evaporating out of the flake, and then you leave it like on a table for a couple minutes, and it's just the perfect, you know, the perfect time to smoke it. Then it's just dry enough for me. I don't know if you have, you know, if you want to give that a try, go ahead. You know, it sounds crazy, microwaving tobacco, but why not? A lot of people toast it. You know, some people put it in the oven. I've heard of that too. But back to flakes. Now I go looking for flakes, you know, if I'm looking to try a new tobacco. That's where I start, you know. There's so many flakes that I've tried, but so many that I haven't. Probably the king of all flakes, Stonehaven, Esoterica. God, it's just a fantastic full Virginia flake by Sam Gawith. It's also really good. 1792 flake. Rat Ray's Marlin flake is just absolutely wonderful. An old standby for me. One of the first flakes that I smoked, and still one of my favorite, is Peterson's University flake. And their Irish flake is also really nice. There's a lot to discover out there in the flake tobacco world. I urge you to try as many different types of flakes as you can. Oh, also, if you're into burley, you want a really good burley flake, go try Solani's aged burley flake. God, that is delicious. I don't smoke enough of that. I have a couple tins in my cellar, but God, it was yummy stuff. It's been a while since I smoked it. Really, that's all for me. Just kind of a short, quickie. Hope everybody's having a good weekend. Thanksgiving is upon us next week. Kind of a weird time, Thanksgiving falling at the end of the month. But if I don't talk to you again before that, have a fantastic time with your friends and your family and your loved ones. You know, enjoy nice fellowship and enjoy a nice pipe, kick back and think about all the things that you're thankful for. And that's all for me. Cheers and out.